Hello, good evening. This is James, aka Mozu from Dithering Fights. Welcome to the stream. We are glad to be here again tonight, and we're going to be playing some more of this wonderful adventure in Kegra. So I hope you're all well, and I want to do a little bit of a roundup of what happened last time. So at the beginning of the last session, we started up at the Lizard encampment, I believe, and we decided to make off to the area where we were told that some of the lizard hunting party had been or disappeared. So we searched the area and we found that there were three large, big old rock-looking people. Seeing stones, I think they were called. After that, we noticed that there was another rock, a very, very small rock that you could climb up on, which felt very, very, very warm in comparison to everywhere else around. We decided to stand on one of those rocks, and after doing a little bit of a higgledy-piggledy, jiggery-pokery, lost, disparated? He disappeared and fell through the rocks. Mozu, with his giant muscles, then pushed the rock away to show a door in the floor, and the team decided to have a look to see where that went. They then found themselves in what looks to be some form of crypt to a certain extent, and straight away they were in front of a ghostly character. They started speaking to this chap, and he made them aware of who he was and the reason why he was down there. They then continued on into the crypt, and they found another room, which they had to make some form of blood, I guess, sacrifice in order to get into the room. Once they got into the room, they then came up against two menacing ghosty characters, which they quite quickly dispatched, actually. And that's pretty much where we left it.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about where we left off. So we're just waiting for our fourth player, Dave, to get his Steam-powered laptop up and running so that he can join us on Roll20. How's it coming, Dave? You there yet? Must have gone for more water for the boy.
Yeah, it's going really well.
Which is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, 100%.
So whilst we wait for him, maybe each of us can say hi, because I don't think we've done that all the way through this. I say all the way through like we've been doing this a long time. This is episode 5, week 5. Last week we had a problem and the stream wouldn't work. Dave, is that you? Are you back?
I am, man, yeah.
And is your laptop up and going?
It will be.
It will be.
It seems to be doing what it wants to do.
Sounds about right.
Up in about 10,000 files because at the moment quite human, and I will be with you quite human.
So carrying with the introductions, Richard. I am the Dungeon Master. Also got a few tutorials out there which, for obvious reasons, over the last couple of weeks have been really popular. So if you haven't seen them yet, check out our Facebook page, Dithering Fights. Really bringing up a trifle. Or you can go to YouTube and again search for us, Dithering Fights. Our logo's there in the bottom left of the corner of the screen there. So that's how you'll know you found us. And check out those Roll20 tutorials, which will go to teach how to set up games like this one. Who wants to introduce themselves next?
Yeah, I'll jump in. I'm Connor. I play Lost. Just like to start by thanking you all for spending your Friday with us. hopefully have some good time. Hopefully roll some good dice. Sit back, enjoy some, hopefully some good role play, and we'll all have a good time. Thank you again for watching us.
Who's going next? You go next, Sarah.
No.
That's me then. So I'm James, otherwise known as Scruffington. I'm also a streamer. I stream on Twitch on a regular basis under the name Scruffington. Yeah, I've been playing. I don't know what's going on with me today. I've been role playing for a I've been role playing for a little while. I did live action role play before I started on Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, thank you ever so much for joining us. I tend to play unusual characters. I think that's my thing, isn't it?
Definitely.
Unusual voices.
Yes, yeah, I'm very much a sort of like a voicey person. I've done a fair bit of voiceover artistry, albeit not very well-known stuff, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's me.
That's who's that in the background with that gob sounds like
That's
Aubrey.
Aubrey.
Yeah, that's Dave's daughter. Dave, you still there? Do you want to say hi?
Hi everybody, my name is David. I am an Azimar.
In
Pretty
life.
much new to this Azimar role. Hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I will as I'm playing along. So yes,
I don't think anyone's going to enjoy it as much as you do, Dave.
Highlight of his week.
Pretty much. Right,
Sarah.
guys.
I hate these things. Right, I'm Sarah.
Oh, you got to do it with more energy than that.
No,
Like the YouTubers.
don't-
Hi guys.
no, that's not happening, is it? I'm Sarah. I'm playing Liana, who is a elf wizard. My characters sound exactly like me. And
Or do you sound like them?
yeah, see, that's it. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what am I doing on here? I'm on Discord. I should be on here. Look, that's where I should be. On Roll20. So yeah, we use Roll20, and we're gonna jump right in. Mozu has given us the rundown. The guys came in through here, so they dropped down. If you can see my screen, hopefully you can. I'm gonna double check. Actually, I ain't done it wrong because I'm really good at doing stream.
By the by, I don't know if it's you, but I can hear a lot of sounds like nasal breathing.
Nasal breathing.
Yeah, it sounds like.
I can hear that.
Can you? Has it gone?
It has. Have you stopped breathing?
Yeah. Sorry, let me reposition my mic so that it's not up my nose. There we go.
Around your beard instead.
Is there anywhere turning you and Sarah up? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
go
don't mind.
into your Discord and turn us up in your Discord. What's up
I have
for everybody
I have
else?
when you're on there very loud, but you're not coming through my mic as very loud.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yes,
Have
just
really,
turn up
really?
the general volume
Like
of your.
James is really loud.
James,
Can you talk a minute, Connor?
Yeah, if you right
Yeah,
click,
you're coming through fine as well.
yeah,
Just
if you
us.
right click Rich's avatar on Discord, and it'll say user volume. See what that's on.
this is why we like to get together beforehand, Dave. So we can sort this out. By the way, I'm eating a trifle. Lovely trifle that my wife made me. She's right here. Look, say hello, Sarah. Terrible.
Is that better?
I don't know. Is that better? Can you hear us better?
I mean, it's just you and Sarah. Everyone else is fine, like talking. We're just
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's just
finding
Connor.
Dave quite
You'd be good.
quiet.
Dave is pretty quiet. Yeah, let's crack on. So the guys came in through. Oh my god. Through the crypt here. They entered down. They didn't come down the ladders. They just fell.
No, we came down the ladders. Lost fell through the rock.
Lost fell through. And they made their way through here. There was a will-o'-the-wisp. It was this statue here where they realised that they had to offer some blood in order to get in. In doing so, they reduced each of their maximum hit points. Ooh, I'm gonna burp now. This is dreadful. I've got a labradoodle on my foot. Come on, doodle. So, it's over to you guys. I'm just gonna add the atmospheric music. Ooh. There it is. All right. So you've just cleared this room from the two spectres that were attacking you. You found out that the skeleton that lies here is the decayed body of Sejud.
And we
Over to you
learned
guys.
about Satan as well, didn't we?
You did learn a little bit about Satan, yeah. So what would you like to do now?
Well, we got this far, so maybe we move on and see what is down these stairs.
Okay, you want to head on down the stairs?
Yes, please.
I'll just turn the screen over for anyone who's watching on the screen so that I can see now what the players can see.
I'm going to try and sneak a little bit.
That's a good call. Yeah, so roll as a stealth check.
Oh yeah.
You are so stealthy. You're on your tiptoes, and as you're sort of jumping from side to side of the room, you're pretty sure you're being very quiet.
Can we hear him?
You lot can hear and see him just fine.
He's basically dragging his tail with like a bunch of like dirt and stuff and rocks and stuff, and it's just making a tremendous amount of noise.
Okay. So as you come around the corner in this rather dark room, and look out into the darkness, you can see that this room it widens after about 10 feet of where you are. It widens. You can't quite see the edges of it. But this room feels very, very cold. Now, if you remember, the last room felt cold. This one, colder still.
Yeah, you see, I don't feel the cold as well as most, but I think I would probably still feel this. I'm going to pop back to them and...
Wouldn't you be cold-blooded?
Yeah.
It
Don't
can be.
let
It can be cold-blooded if he wants.
Hey, I just found a room and it's really cold.
Well, I would imagine that has something to do with the undead. So, I can go down and see if I can sense any more.
Yeah, maybe a good idea if you're good with sensing the undeads.
Yeah, I can certainly give it a go.
Okay, you go first then, and I will follow, and everyone else follows behind.
Okay. By the way, Richard, just top his health up with lay on hands, just in case you wondered where the health points came from.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so with your dark vision in this room, you can see much further. You can see pretty much all of this room. It looks as though...
I said come with me.
Nah, he's just gone without you. They don't care. So yeah, in here you can see that there is this husk of a creature that is wearing the sort of old ragged robe, and it has a long drawn out face with very blackened skin. Its hands look like twigs, they're so thin, and it looks towards you and it makes a gaze. So I want you first to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Sorry, I didn't mean to have advantage on that.
Oh, that's a shame. Look at that natural 20 you've just wasted. Guys, you don't have advantage, and we are going to use the first one. Okay, that is a success. So, yay! You only take half damage, which is... Oh, why didn't it roll it? That's not set up right, is it? 4d10.
So that's the necrotic damage.
It is necrotic, which I believe you have resistance to.
So that's half.
So you're taking half because you succeeded the roll, which puts it to 10, and then you're taking half because you have resistance to it.
Okay.
I like the red dice.
Yeah, they do look better, don't they? Okay, does everybody want to roll initiative for me, please?
What's Lucian
No.
doing?
Lucian is staying well out of the way.
Ugh. Let's hope that's my natural one out the way with.
Oh, good lord.
Just waiting on Dave. Dave, have you managed to get logged in yet?
Yeah, he's up
I
on
am
the
logged
screen.
in.
Click on your token.
Is it saving pro?
No, initiative.
Initiative, mate. Should be in the middle of your character sheet.
Or if he clicks on his token and does it, it should be on the buttons at the bottom.
Yeah, you should have a button for it.
What? Where? Let's have a look. No, that's not right. No, I'm going to have to go and get my character sheet. So I'll just try looking for them when I click the token. It won't come.
You found it yet?
Yeah, there it goes.
Nice.
Oh, we're all doing amazingly with our initiative rolls.
So 2 4s and 2 8s.
I don't-
Hey,
You didn't show up on the thing, so you probably didn't have your token selected at the time.
No, he's done it off his
you-
character sheet.
That's okay, I'll add you manually. Okay, top of the round is the unknown creature, which is going to slowly sort of... It's less of a walk and more of a shuffle as it comes with its arms sort of like Mr. Burns, lazily left and not quite put at his side, and it makes almost no noise at all, just breathes in and breathes out very slowly. Eventually coming up close to Lost. It is going to attempt once again its withering gaze on you. So, can you make me a Constitution saving throw? Oh, it's good. So you will once again take half of the half. Ooh, D10s. So, 27 halves we round up, so that would go down to 14, and then half of that is 7.
Thank you.
That is the end of its turn. Let me just double check. Yeah, so once it gets close to you, you feel the cold air becomes even more cold. Now we're talking frigid. And I believe this is on your turn that you have to do it. Yep. Okay. So, next is Nigena. What would you like to do?
I really can't do much, so I'm going to say to Liana, can you see what it is? Do you know what it is? What's going on down there? And that is all I say, because obviously I cannot move yet.
Okay. Mozu, then over to you.
I'm going to shimmy past Lost.
Yep. Don't forget you're holding a torch in one hand.
Can I drop it without using an action?
Yeah, why not?
And I am going to attempt to smack whatever this thing is. And also, if I look at Lost, is he visibly taken aback by what had just happened to him?
That is entirely up to Lost.
Probably not really. If anything, just a little pissed off.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, he's still going to swing the heck out of this guy.
Hopefully.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that hits. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Just gonna double check.
again?
I don't think it has any resistances, unless I've forgotten them since I left it. I say it doesn't have, then look at that. Okay, so your attack hits no problem, but you feel a lesser creature might have been knocked sort of from the attack. This one just doesn't seem to have been. Yep, second attack hits.
Good.
Nine points of bludgeoning. Same again as you sort of hit it with a quarterstaff. You're feeling more resistance, and it's just not moving like you would expect. It doesn't seem to be feeling the attacks quite as much as you would have hoped.
Okay. In his annoyance, he is going to use a key to do a stunning strike with his. Oh no, that's only a weapon attack. No, don't worry. I'll just do a fist.
Okay.
Unarmed, I think it's called, not fist. I'm not going to fist him.
You fist him. Fist him good. You should see how far his mouth opens.
Ugh,
Ooh, nice.
get
Yeah.
fisted.
Yeah, that hits.
Have I found his kryptonite?
You haven't found his kryptonite, but again, he isn't reacting like most people would react when being fisted by one so talented.
I think for now, that'll do. I think I'm going to use the rest of my movement to come along to the side of him, in case anyone else wanted.
Okay. Does this go around corner? Doesn't say. Okay. As you stop after the attack and then you sidestep to get next to the creature, the cold air seems to affect you somehow, and you take 5 points of necrotic.
You see him sort of like shiver, and his scales start to move in an unusual.
Nice. Liana.
Right.
I nearly called you Ansel then. You haven't been Ansel for a
No.
while.
That was a while ago now. I'm standing against the wall, not on the wall.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can she? I can see the token, so I can see what it is, can't I?
Yep, you can see more than half, which means you've got a clear shot.
Alright, well, she's going to. No, she's not.
What's she
Right,
gonna do, Sarah?
My laptop's just playing up a bit. I'm going to cast Frostbite at it, but nothing wants to work at the minute.
Okay.
So it has to make a Constitution saving throw, but instead of you doing that, I'm going to use one of my d20s
Okay,
and make that a 3,
so it fails
so that it fails.
and takes all 4 damage.
It takes all 4 damage.
The cold doesn't seem to affect this creature like you would expect it to.
I'll just check there's nothing else.
In fact, all of the time, whilst you guys are, hitting it with your quarterstaff and chucking magical attacks at it, it's not really reacting at all. Its eyes seem fixed on Lost
If it makes a weapon attack, it's at disadvantage.
against
Just its next weapon attack.
weapon attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that it might not. And she's going to turn to Nigena and say, is it just feel like ghostly and skeletal?
Oh, we got a thing. I don't know what that thing is. I think someone liked us or something. Sorry, what are you saying?
What does it look like?
What is it? It looks not quite skeletal, something else. Its face is sort of distended at the top and then long drawn out jaw that is constantly open.
So it's just like a dead monster.
It looks like a dead monster. It looks like a husk of a human. Oh, yeah.
Alright. She'll look towards Nigena and just say something else that's dead. Maybe once a human. And she's going to stay stood against the wall, so if Nigena wants to get past, she's got a clear path through.
Okay, Lost, it's your turn.
I'll say, I don't know what you are. I don't appreciate you attacking me like that. So you have to die now. And just a first level divine smite.
Okay,
Would you kindly?
no problem.
Sure.
But before we do that, can you make a DC? Oh, I'm not going to tell you the DC actually. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
I had a feeling something like that was going to happen. Okay, I'm good. I'm used to my good rolls.
I thought this was half damage, but it's not.
Hmm?
I'm just double checking the wording here. Oh yeah, no, it is a. Yeah, it's definitely an otherwise, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just double checking. I thought it might have been half damage, but it's not. So you take full damage on them.
I take it he didn't pass the save.
I did. Oh, sorry, no, ignore me. I'm not reading the whole thing. Otherwise, a creature takes 3d10 psychic damage on a failed save. You didn't fail. Yep, all's good. Continue with your go.
Is this a new
I shall
monster?
proceed with my attack.
This is a new monster, and I thought I'd researched it enough, but I haven't.
The more you know.
The more you know, guys, the further you go. Kai's just joined us. Hi, Kai.
Hey.
Yeah, 22. Sorry, definitely hits. So many. This is radiant as well, isn't it?
I can double check because it might be necrotic. Nope, radiant.
It is radiant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm gonna rule that this attack probably counts as magical, including the weapon attack. So, yeah, you can have all of this. Okay, so this time the attack, your longsword moves through the creature with so much ease. It just cuts it straight down. The what you would expect to be the chest, but this thin torso is cut, and sort of as air escapes out of it, you can see its body just starts to decay away. There's nothing beneath it. It's like watching sand fall apart. You have another attack, I believe. Oh no, you don't. You smited, didn't you?
Yeah, I still have extra attack, though, don't I?
I can't remember.
I think so. I think smite's just as part of a weapon attack.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's when you hit a creature with a melee weapon.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
It's your call, really.
No, yeah, do another attack. Sounds to me like it does, and I'm pretty sure it does. And I know that if I was paladin, and I usually am, I'd definitely want 2 attacks.
But I don't think I can use smite again, can I?
No.
It's only once per round.
Counts as a spell, I think.
It does, yeah. I've marked it off.
This time it doesn't attack, but rather than it avoid your attack, because it's not moving at all, it's just stood there, staring at you. And rather than sort of now try to move to avoid your attack, as you hit it, your sword just passes through the creature entirely, and it doesn't react at all. You also take 5 points of necrotic damage, halved, rounding up to 3.
Get a new page followers.
I'm enjoying.
Thank you, new followers.
Far too much. Yeah, thanks, guys. Okay, it's Mr. Bodak's turn. So the creature continuing to stare at you. He's now going to turn his gaze away from Lost and towards Mozu. And Lost, as it is, this creature's eyes move away from you, you feel suddenly safer. Like that is somehow what it's looking at is more important than what it's doing, if that makes sense. And Mozu, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
I'm going to use my inspiration to take advantage on this one.
Absolutely. Kids.
Well, that was worth it.
That was so worth it. I'm afraid you damages. That's 22 points of necrotic damage. But that is the end of its turn. Nigena, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I am going to
I've nearly at all this trifle.
walk here. I can do an attack from here, Kai, or do I need to be a bit closer, or
Let's just double
is
check.
it a blind corner?
No, you can do the attack here, and you can see it clearly, so there is enough space there. Yeah, so that's just a straight attack.
Right, so cool. Okay, no. Right. Okay, cool. I will swing my great axe.
That hits.
Not once. I will throw it again after slamming one into him. I will pick my great axe up and swing it in the opposite way.
Okay.
A 13.
A 13 does not hit, so the first attack, as you swing it sideways, you catch the creature and just cut again. You just cut his skin and there's no reaction from it. And then when the second attack comes around again, it just passes through its body. Doesn't do it any damage. It's like it's made of smoke sometimes.
Okay.
Oh no, it's pretty much a whole trifle.
It's ASMR and D&D at the same time.
I know. It's food porn. Food porn, D&D, ASMR.
Let's have a
Yeah,
look.
no, that is my. I would take it there. I'll leave it there.
All right. Mozu, over to you. Oh, sorry, Nigena, you take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Would that be half? Because I am immune to.
Well, you have to choose when you take.
You have a resistance to necrotic damage and radiant damage.
Is it and? I thought it was you chose one.
No, I have it. You have resistance to necrotic damage and radiant damage.
All right, yep, right you are. So you take that's rounded up, so that's 3 points of necrotic damage. And this necrotic damage, it seems to the coldness seems to emanate from this creature, and the closer you get to it, the more this is damaging you. You can almost feel your life force being stolen away.
Oh.
So Mozu is visibly, he actually genuinely looks a little bit terrified, and following whatever's just happened to him, it feels like it's like his soul is being sucked away. He decides to just go 100% ham. So he's going to try a quarterstaff attack, but he's going to use a stunning strike.
All right, cool.
So I'll try the attack first. Oh, shit.
Well, we're going to use your first roll anyway, which is a crit, so that hits. Critical. Roll. Critical. Roll. Do you need a saving throw for this strike?
Yes, Constitution saving throw, please.
So this one I'm using right now to do the saving throw, instead of going into the character sheet, is a really cool macro that I'm going to show people how to make. The D&D masterclass that I'll be doing soon. That's a 7.
Okay, so he's stunned until the end of my next turn.
Until the
And
end
I'm
of
going to hit him again.
your next turn. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Say what?
What's with all the extra dice?
I don't know. It's like I just sneezed.
Let me just think.
Multiple attack with his sneeze. Coronavirus, and then he
Uh,
did it to him.
Hey, no, that's proficiency equals 12 plus 2 plus 3. What? What?
No,
I'll
the
try that
roll
one again,
is
shall I?
12 plus 2 plus
Well, that
3.
again. That's just totally give me a mind fuck. Yeah,
That's weird.
it just looks so right. Okay, I mean they both hit, so that's fine. Continue. Roll 20 is probably under a lot of stress right now, so we'll forgive it. Okay, now, I didn't actually deduct the thingy from last time. So you did 15 last time, you did 6 this time, so I've got 21 in total. And once again, yeah, the attacks, they're not impacting on the creature as much as you would expect.
Okay, and he'll still take his
Unarmed strike, 15. You hit the creature, and your hand sort of sits inside of its chest for a moment. As this happens, it starts to feel very, very cold, and you pull it out. The smoke sort of dissipating again, and yeah, doesn't seem to do any damage.
Okay.
Once again, the cold atmosphere that surrounds this creature causes you to take 5 more points of necrotic damage.
I'm assuming being stunned doesn't make any difference to that.
It does not. It's a good point, it's stunned, which means your last attack should have been with advantage.
Shall I do another roll?
Yeah. What a difference a roll makes. Yeah, that hits. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Nope, 10 points of bludgeoning damage, which again doesn't seem to have the impact that you would expect.
He's at this point, seeing what happens, he's just basically trying to open up his hand as much as possible, as if he's trying to slap him to get more of him.
Okay.
But yeah, that's him now.
Is that it? Okay, Liana, over to you.
So with Nigella there, can I sort of peep on the edge of it just to get my eyes on it? I just need to be able to see it.
You are going to struggle. Nigena's a big gal.
Can't bob down
She's
look for the
tall,
legs.
she's muscular. Any attack on the creature will be as though it's got 1/4 cover, which will give it a +2 to AC.
All I need to see, I just need to see it though, because I'm casting magic missile at it.
Oh, magic missile's fine, yeah, that'll hit.
It just says that I have to be able to see it.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case then, I'm going to cast it at 2nd level, which gives me an extra 1.
Okay. It's force damage, isn't it, magic missile?
I ain't got a button for it.
Have you not?
No.
You'll have to do it normally then. There's one. Seven, 11, 16. That should be enough. Yep.
So she's going to do what my characters all do with magic missiles.
Throw them out from the cloak.
Yeah. Throw them out pockets.
Okay. So the magic missiles go over Nigena, underneath her arms, between her legs. Each one hitting the Bodak, which is just stood, doing nothing. Anything else?
No, she's going to stay where she is.
Okay, Lost, it's your turn.
How's this thing looking?
It's got quite a lot of holes in it from the magic missiles. The axe attack on it chipped away a huge amount of its chest, and you can see inside it's pretty much hollow. There's nothing in there. Mozu's attacks have also done similar sort of damage on it to more confined areas, and your last attack got a huge gaping piece of it out of the centre. it doesn't seem to be reacting, but there's very little of this creature left.
Okay. I won't waste any more spells. So these are just non-divine smite. Is it still with advantage?
Yeah, stunned, so it's advantage.
Okay. It's just 2 long sword swipes.
Nice.
Maybe not even 2.
Why have you got? Oh yeah, because it don't crit on it.
Yes, dueling. Yeah.
Okay, you cut the creature down. One of the arms actually separates from the body, and almost the second that it does, it just turns to smoke. But the rest of it is still there.
I'll try and plunge the sword through its chest. Say, go now until the Night Mother's embrace, and enjoy your death.
That hits. And that is 9 rounded up. Yeah, that'll do it. So you plunge it into the chest, and as you do, it just sort of and it just turns to smoke and ebbs away. As this happens, the ragged cloak that it was wearing just floats to the ground.
Mozu slumps to the ground,
You
kind
are
of
no longer in
visibly
turn-based combat.
visibly shocked.
And now, viewers, I need to make a change, having seen just the damage that creature did.
I'm gonna go to get Lucian.
Okay.
I'm going to. So I can use Divine Sense multiple times, as many times as in the box. It's not like Channel Divinity.
No, it does have a limit to it. You'll have to check that limit. I know that it's short rest, but you will have to check that limit.
Well, on my character sheet, I've got, because I used one last week, I've got 4 of 5.
Okay.
But yeah. So can I get multiple uses before rests?
Yeah, I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure you can. It's been so long since I've had to actually check the rules for you lot. It's nice to see you having different things going on. Divine Sense. So your Divine Sense is 1 plus your Charisma modifier. That being on you, 4, so you get 5 of them between long rests.
Okay. So I'll use another one and sense for any more undead in the area.
Okay.
Have a pooter around.
What's the range on that again?
I'll have to double check.
I think it's 30.
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. You can sense another creature, another undead creature behind this wall.
Well, there's someone else here, but it could be our ghost companion. Ghost man, is that you in the wall?
Yeah.
It might not be our ghost.
You don't get a response.
When
Should we burn these clothes of this creature to make sure it doesn't come back?
Do I have any idea what that was?
No, you've not seen something like that before. It's quite rare. But if you want to make a religion check, we can see what you might have read in the past. If you remember your past.
Apparently
no,
not.
No, no idea what that was. That was as sort of weird and as alien as they come.
If it makes you feel better, I don't know what it was, so I don't know if fire will help.
Maybe on way out, so we don't put ourselves in danger. No.
Okay.
Picks up the torch.
1 second, I'll just do your torch.
Do you make me like a hotbar for just Mozu has torch?
I'm figuring it out. It's going to require an API, so it's going to take some time because it deals with lighting. So it's not like I can.
Okay.
Liana's gonna look towards Lucian and say, "You need to come this way. We can't protect you and be ahead in the corridors."
Lucian's looking visibly afraid. He doesn't actually say anything, but he does follow along.
It's been an evening of Derricks today. We've got 2 new Derricks following us on Facebook.
Oh, that's good. If we get one more Derek, then that Derek becomes the third Derek.
Derek the Third.
Derek the Third.
And
We're just
we'll
waiting
sing a
for-
song about it.
Nigena to move up.
Yep, let's just move Nigena down here. Okay, so this room that you're in appears to be some sort of church. There's pews laid out, there's an altar. On the altar, which has stains on there of blood, a lot of blood has been on this altar. And there's also a dagger next to it.
Hey, lost you one dagger?
Well, it seems to be all you ever used me for. And once again, I will taste the blood.
From the altar or from the dagger, which is also caked in blood stains. So not actual blood, but blood stains.
Just to ascertain if it's not the same blood, but if it's the same sort of age, then I'm just going to assume it's the same blood.
Okay.
Make logical sense.
So again, on the altar or the dagger?
Oh, for God's sake, this is going to be something bad. Start with the altar.
Okay. So this no roll required for this. The blood it's old, very old. You can't quite ascertain how old. Could be a very long time. As you touch your fingers to it, nothing comes up. You can't actually taste the blood. It's so ingrained in the altar.
Well, I don't know how old it is. There's also I get an ominous feeling from it.
What does ominous mean?
Make an investigation check.
Who's that?
Liana. She's asking if there's any marks or writing or anything like that.
It makes me feel uneasy. That's what.
Oh, okay.
But no, there's nothing written on here. You don't see any markings anywhere. The dagger itself is quite decorated, but it appears to be like, gilding and design rather than meaningful marks.
Is this a window near me, or?
This is a door near you. It's a heavy wooden door that has iron braces across it.
Does it look locked or anything like seems like to be blocking it from opening?
If you want to figure that out
Can I give it a
without
check?
actually opening it, you can make an investigation check, and we'll see if you can figure it out without actually opening it.
Can I skip the investigation and just try it, Peb?
Yeah, yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay, the
What would
door.
you like me to do?
There's nothing. If you just want to try it, that's fine. The door is open. It is unlocked.
Oh, cool.
I can't find the right one. There it is. Do you open the door entirely? Look, why am I?
Yeah, I'm going to.
I'm launching effects now. That's the wrong button. It's 'cause
Oh shit! I'm
that's
a dead
that.
bug
No,
now.
that didn't happen.
There's a dragon. There's a dragon in here, boys. Yes. The dream has come true.
Are you opening it all the way?
Yeah. Like I'm just gonna I'm
Inside,
just gonna be like.
you can see there is a skeleton holding a long sword, and it's just stood still in the room. Its head moves towards you, and it looks at you, but it's not doing anything.
I'm gonna say, "Hey, Jane, how you doing?"
It just stares right at you. It's not saying anything. It's not doing anything. As you look down onto the ground, there's bones at one side, there's skulls at another side, and there's a thick layer of dust everywhere. There's no footprints in this place.
I'm gonna shout back and shout to the rest of the clan. And go, "Hey, Jane Doe's in here.
Who
We have a
is
Jane Doe,
the Jane Doe?
dead body, but alive."
Is Lucian still
Ah.
following?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to keep moving his token, but yeah, Lucian's with you. Let's just say for now that Lucian has stopped there and he's also looking around the room.
You got a way that you could like link him to me?
No.
Why
Well,
is he
that's-
not like moving or anything?
Because we haven't pissed him off yet. We haven't attacked him. I don't know. His or her name is Jane.
You ten devil.
How can you tell it's she?
Oh, got long grey hair. I have long pebble hair, so girl.
While this is happening, can I just ask Liana something? That dagger seemed a bit suspicious to me, and well, the whole setup in general. I could use abilities to see if there was anything magical about it, but I wondered if you was able to do something similar without expending spell power.
I've got a way of telling if there's a feel of magic in. I could have a look.
I will assist you however I can.
So, Nigena, how do skeletons grow hair?
Do I need to roll Arcana?
What is it you're doing?
I'm just gonna like hold the dagger and things and focus to see if she can sense any magic present or past.
So you're going to pick the dagger up, hold onto the dagger, and focus on any sort of magical feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Just give me a minute before you announce the result of the wisdom saving throw.
I feel like my curiosity may have killed the cat.
I've still got a d20 left.
I'm sorry.
That's a 12.
No, I'm gonna wear on the side of caution and use my 18 instead.
You're going to use your 18,
Yeah.
which puts you to a total of
It's a plus
22.
4. Yeah.
That's a fail. As you pick up the dagger, you feel your hands, of their own accord almost, grip the handle, and as the blade you start to turn it and inspect it, you feel something within it, some entity, leach into your hand and through your body, eventually into your mind and then your eyes. And as this happens, you see all of the following events, but you have zero control over them. You walk closer to Lost.
Sorry.
Well, what's going on? Is it magical?
You tell him not to worry.
Don't worry, Lost. It's fine.
She's just
Does
taken
any-
a good look at your abilities here.
Does anything about her seem off?
What's your passive insight?
Is that basically just 10 plus my insight?
Yep.
So 13.
Yeah, she seems very quiet. Also, her voice is slightly different.
Are you sure everything is okay?
Everything is fine.
And what if I don't believe you?
And she stabs you twice with the dagger. She's wearing
Miss?
chain mail, so she starts to literally stab into your shoulder blades, hitting the chain, and she does this twice. You're not actually getting in there, so I'll get lost before I move on. I'll give you an opportunity to react.
I would just try and restrain her. Nothing that would hopefully nothing do any damage.
Okay, so how are you going to restrain her?
Basically just try and bear hug her and say, "Oh no, there's no need for that."
All right, so make an athletics check, please. It's enough. So you grab a hold of her, and she continues to attempt to stab you with the dagger.
Lucian, do you have any ideas? This is rather uncharacteristic of her.
I do not know what it is that she's doing. None of this makes sense.
Well, she touched the dagger and now she appears to be attacking me.
She continues to attempt to attack you.
Can I hear all of this?
It's not exactly making a lot of noise. Liana's not saying anything. She's just doing these actions, and when she does speak, it's in a very cold, calculated voice. Lucian takes a few steps back. She continues to attempt to escape. So she's going to try and use her strength to get out of here now. That equals. So she manages to push you down. So she pushes herself off you, and then once on the floor, she is going to... What's she going to do? Yep, she's going to turn and attempt to attack Lucian. So I would like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Ooh.
Sarah, you'll control Liana as normally. You can use the dagger attack. And you can attack anybody. You'll keep doing this until I tell you otherwise.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Remember to select your token when you roll initiative, Dave.
He couldn't find his initiative button.
Yeah, I can't find it on.
No, it should be on there. We'll have a look at that when we have a break. Okay, Mozu, top of the round, it's your turn. You can see and hear what's going on. Except you can't see it because you're too far away. You can hear what's going on.
Okay, I'm going to walk back into the room.
As you walk back into the room, let's see how far you get first. As you walk back in, Liana is pushing herself off Lost and then turning towards Lucian, who is just out of your sight over here. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Liana, what you doing? He's not going to do anything because he doesn't really know what's going on.
What's your
He's just going to sort of...
passive insight, Mozu?
Oh, that's a good question. 5?
5? My God.
Oh, no, wait. No, money. It's 5. Where do you find your passive insight? Hold on.
You have to calculate it, so it's just your 10 plus your insight modifier.
Oh, 15.
15. It's a 5! Far from being herself, Liana appears conflicted. You can see that her eyes don't mirror her actions. She looks panicked and worried. At least her eyes do, but the rest of her body is getting ready to go and attack Lucian.
Mosey's going to attempt to trip her up.
Okay. You're a
Like as an unarmed attack. Do you know what I mean? Like a leg
Yeah.
sweep.
Yeah, make an unarmed attack, and if you beat her AC by, we'll give you that.
Good.
She quickly jumps over your sweeping attack. It's good, but it's not the one.
Okay, I mean, there's not much more I can do at this point. So I'm just going to... Eh.
Okay.
That's me.
Lucian is going to step back again, and then again, and he is going to take out his longbow and ready an arrow. That's all he's doing. Liana, it's your turn.
After we tried tripping her up, she's going to try and get Mozu.
Okay.
Do I use the dagger that I have on my sheet?
Yeah, use the dagger that you've got in your sheet. It's just a dagger. It's the same one that you've picked up.
I clicked it, but it's not doing anything.
So we'll use your first roll, which is a 13, which is not enough. And you only have one attack. So that would be the end of yours. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Who?
Oh, Liana. Oh, that was so nearly a 20. Yep, so nothing changes. Okay, Nigena, it's your turn.
I look back at that old guy, or old woman, and be like, I will deal with you later.
Okay.
And walk out. And what do I see when I'm walking out?
When you're walking out, you see that Mozu tried to trip up Liana, and she jumped and avoided his attack, and then tried to stab him with this this golden dagger that was a minute ago was on the altar.
Right. Okay.
You guys are so looking lost in pick it up.
I'm going to walk over
TPK.
and ask Mozu, like, what is going on around here?
Okay, Mozo can respond on his turn. Lost, it's your turn.
Yeah, I will attempt to grapple again.
Okay, so it would be your athletics, and Liana, can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be one of the strong ones. What's going on?
These rolls.
Can't touch
Actually,
this.
Is it too late to call in inspiration?
Yeah.
Do you have to nominate it before you roll? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll still try and say to her nonetheless. Girl, you're stronger than whatever this is. You'll need to fight it.
Need to fight it, Liana. Mozu, it's your turn.
I am going to try and because I can see that the one irregular situation at the moment is that she's got this dagger in her hand that he's not seen her use before. So he's going to put two together and try and knock the dagger out of her hand.
Okay.
So just another unarmed attack?
No.
Do you want me to strength check or something like that?
No, you're a monk, so I think you try and use speed rather than strength. I mean, it's your call.
I mean, acrobatics would be fantastic.
Well, if he describes how he's going to try and do it, you'd be able to piece it together, wouldn't you?
I'm torn between acrobatics and a sleight of hand. I don't know. Acrobatics is really more for like whole body things. Whereas in this case,
It is true.
you're trying to, use somewhat precise and skillful maneuvers to try and take the weapon out. So I'm going to say a sleight of hand check against a dexterity saving throw will set the DC.
So dex save.
Yep.
I'm using my.
Ooh, that's good. Alright, so yeah, Mozu, you grab a hold of the hand and then smack the hand to sort of move the dagger out, or are you trying to grab a hold of the dagger? Which one are you doing?
He's literally trying to knock the dagger out of a hand and not hold onto himself.
Okay, so as you knock the dagger out of her hand and it sort of clink, 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 and it lands on the floor, yeah, mission accomplished in that respect. Anything else you'd like to do?
He's going to stand in front of Liana, seeing that what's his face has got his bow out, but he's also going to say to Nigena, Mozo got this under control, and he's just going to put his arms out.
Okay. Okay, it's Lucian's go, and Lucian hugs his ground with his arrow still knotted, ready to launch. Liana, you will do anything to get your hands back on that dagger, which means you can use any of your spells that are available to you.
Can she use Mage Hand?
Yeah.
To try and pick the dagger up.
Yeah, so the dagger is sort of like on the floor down here, and Mozu's right in front of you. So Mozu, you can use your reaction to attempt to intervene between the mage hand and with Liana if you wish.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and, like, I guess, when people are in a fight and then one person tries to block a blow, I'm going to try and block the attempt to take it, basically.
Okay. So make a... Ooh. It's another dex-based one. You can use acrobatics this time against Nivea's spell save.
Navia?
Oh, sorry. Liana's spell
One
save.
of your blooming characters.
One of the many elf wizards.
Yeah, for your completely original elf wizard number 6.
My spell save is 15.
Okay, that's 15. So Mozu successfully knocks the blow, and the dagger once again, ting, ting, lands on the floor. Anything else from you, Liana?
Well, no, because Mage Hand will still be active, won't it?
Yeah. No?
No, she'll just... Well, she can't do anything else.
Nigena, it's your turn.
1 minute. No. Sorry, guys, just saw it in Aubrey's tab.
Bloody
Can
chill.
you hear me?
Don't they know it's D&D time?
Did Mozu get the dagger back? Sorry.
He knocked it away from her.
He
it's on
knocked
the
it away
floor.
from me, yeah, but she didn't actually manage to get it. I look at Patrick Sykes, he's figured it out.
Right. Seeing that she's trying to attack the crew, I think I will try and swing my great axe. I would.
What are you going to do with your great
For
axe?
some reason, I'm going to swing it at Leon.
He's going to swing it at Liana.
I will when my character sheet stops going off my screen.
Can I just settle the little rules lawyer voice in my head? Should Liana have had a save at the end of her turn?
No.
Shit.
No, it's every 2 if you're in a rules lawyer needs
That
to know.
hits.
15 hits, Dave, so roll for damage.
Have we done it? 15.
Gold. 15 points of slashing damage as the great axe cuts straight down your sort of your right hand side, down the back from the shoulder blade right down to the waist.
And then I pull it out and do another one.
Don't forget you've got false life cast on you.
No, I haven't.
Or as it say, you've got 8 temporary hit points.
18.
An 18
Yeah,
hits.
didn't you cast it last session, Sarah?
You did. Yeah, roll for damage, Dave. 5 points of slashing damage. This time the attack comes in from the side, cuts straight across the shoulder blade again, so you've now got this huge gash across your shoulder blade, and from the top of your shoulder blade right down to your waist on your right-hand side.
Lozu, what is going on? She was meant to be our friend, and she's attacking us all.
Did you hear what he said in the first place?
No, we're sorting the kids out.
Oh, of course he was. Of course he was.
Aubrey, please, will you go outside?
Go outside.
Go
now.
outside.
You
have a
virus
back
and
to
plague.
the bedroom. Go to mummy for a bit.
Go
Go
put
and
her out
see
with the
mummy
chickens.
and talk to her. I am using my phone, my darling. Sorry.
It's all right, Dave.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
The
I have a
only
little one
reason
that
is-
runs in my bedroom, and she's like, you know, the best.
Should be
friend.
more worried about the daggers
have
that Sarah's throwing you through the computer screen.
Yeah. So just so you know, Dave, Mozu did respond to you. He said that he has it under control.
Lost,
Oh.
it's your turn.
For the
And
love
how-
of the
and you-
Night Mother, that level of force isn't required necessary to overpower her. And I'll attempt to grapple again.
Okay.
Is it by any chance with advantage because she's flanked?
No, that don't work on grapples.
It was worth asking. Because these rolls.
So, dexterity saving throw, Sarah. Right now, 15's not bad.
It's an 8. My strength score's pretty good.
Yeah, she's pretty dexterous. You're not good enough, Lost. Yeah, she
It would seem.
avoids
Oh,
you.
you're slippery elf.
Sorry, was there anything else from you, Lost?
Probably not. I mean, that would have been an action. So, is there any way I could like try and? I suspect it would require an action to try and figure out what's wrong with.
Yeah, basically, because things happen so quickly that unless you're particularly proficient at something, action to use.
Particularly, it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be proficient at these sort of situations, but it seems to be failing me. No, that's
Well.
everything for me.
You're supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
All right, Mozu, it's your turn.
Mozu is going to. What is he going to do? He is going to attempt to use Stunning Strike on her with a non-lethal attack.
Okay. So roll to hit with advantage.
Why with advantage?
Flanking.
Ooh.
That hits.
Okay, so I need a Constitution saving throw.
Roll some damages. So it's a 12 for the Constitution saving throw, and you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. What's the save for the Stunning Strike?
For a Constitution saving throw for me, it's 15.
15, so you are stunned, Liana. Bump. Anything else from you, Mozu?
He's literally going to say, "She's done now. Tackle her, take her down to ground. Then we try and work out what's going on."
So Liana is sort of stood with her hand out, casting Mage Hand still. She's not moved from that position, I don't think, other than to avoid Lost's rather crappy attempt to grapple her. So she's sort of stood now with her hand out, and she's just completely stunned, frozen in place. Lucian, seeing this, lowers his bow, but otherwise stays still. James, did she do a saving throw on her turn as well, or is it just until your turn?
It's just until the end of my turn.
Okay, so you can't do anything. And I didn't account for this, I don't think. Okay, Nigena, it's your turn.
Doesn't she repeat the save that turn?
She does, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Alright,
Wisdom
that's
save.
what I'm here for.
Wisdom saving throw.
Does she look knocked out, like, or like was?
That's a fail. No, she looks completely frozen in place.
I did tell you, she's stunned.
I'm just going to.
You could do non-lethal attacks if you're worried about killing her. You can do an attack and call it non-lethal.
No.
It's nearly
I'm
me
going
anyway.
to pull some rope out of my bag and I'm just going to literally tie her up as tight as I can by her arms and her legs.
All right. Yeah, you can do that with an action. Can you make an athletics check to see how tightly you tie this knot? And I had to take ad hoc notes for ages.
22.
22. Okay. So Liana is now stunned. She's also tied up. The knot's looking really, really good. It's really tight. Lost, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
There's only one thing I can think. I don't know if it'll work. I'll close my eyes nonetheless. Open them again, they're just all black. Some black mist starts forming around my hands, and then I'll touch. Damn it, I nearly called her Nivea. I'll touch Liana, I imagine, on her back because she's facing away from me, and try a lesser restoration.
Okay. So as the strange energy enters Liana's body, you can sort of, Liana, you yourself, you can feel it move over you, but it doesn't alter your situation. However, you're no longer stunned.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Oh, I didn't think that far ahead. Ah, shit.
So you are now tied up and desperate to get out of it. Mozu, it's your turn.
He's going, oh, I am Paladin. I'm so clever. He's just going to throw his quarterstaff down and literally jump to tackle Liana to the ground. Just like flipping saying, screw it. This is the only way this is going to work.
Okay. She's tied up, so can you make an athletics check with advantage? You're restrained, so you automatically fail any dexterity saving throws.
Right.
So that succeeds. Now grappled her to the.
Sorry,
He's
guys, I'm back.
literally just going to stay on her, like with his knees on her shoulders. He might like slap her a few times, but obviously non-lethally in any way, shape, or form. These are wake the heck up slaps, not I want to kill you slap.
Yeah. Lucian comes in for a closer inspection, feeling a little safer, but he doesn't say anything. He just looks in. Liana, it's your go. You are restrained and grappled. To escape the grapple, you would have to make a dexterity saving throw against his strength, his athletics, but you're restrained, so you automatically fail him.
Way.
So I'm just gonna.
She's just gonna be rocking about trying to.
I'm just gonna roll me a d20 here. Okay. So unable to escape from the restraints, and Mozu's grapple, I'm going to take us out of turn-based mode. Why is it doing that? Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, that's annoying. Never mind. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Go for a break.
Maybe what, IRL.
Yeah, we can take a
Um,
break if you want to take a break, Dave.
Moses gonna
That's okay.
say maybe a good idea to put the dagger where it came from, but do not pick it. Maybe use the rags from that creature to put it on back on the thing where it came from.
I can try. Before I do, I just want to get a good look of her. Can I fathom what's going on? I don't know what skill you want me to roll.
Make an investigation check and we'll see what you find. More checks may be required.
You've also just been approved in Dungeons and Dragons group.
Can I go to this dagger with a rag and pick it up?
We've got a second. She looks relatively normal to you, Lost. You can't see anything majorly different other than her behaviour.
I have no idea what's wrong with her.
Okay. Anybody else want to try anything?
Dave wanted to try the dagger.
Yeah, so Dave, as you put a rag around the dagger and pick it up, the dagger itself is quite ornate, made out of gold, so it's definitely not created for warfare as such, but it does have a sharp edge to it, so it does cause some damage. As you hold it, it doesn't seem to affect you the same way it's affected Liana.
And then I'm going to put it in my bag.
Okay.
I think the idea was to return it to the altar.
Yes, I'm maybe going to take it to get it looked at by someone that might know more about it.
Well, the person who would know more is currently possessed. So why don't you put the dagger back and see if she's unpossessed?
Well, obviously not, because
You
It
can
doesn't-
take it afterwards.
it doesn't possess me, it just possesses her.
The idea is to get her unpossessed.
I can say that her soul is not pure enough for this. So that is why she was possessed.
And who are you to judge souls?
Well, you might want to know that, my friend. This knife will go in my bag, and that's what it will keep.
Then I'm probably just gonna.
Liana, can you make another wisdom saving throw, please?
Yeah.
I think like at that moment in time, it's like when Lost tries to say the word, I'm like gonna push push my chest out, like my boobs up real, and yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Mozu, as you're still pressing down on Liana, you feel as you look down into her face, you feel as though there's somebody behind her eyes, and that entity, whatever it is, it's failing. It's growing weaker.
Well, he just tells everyone else, "Hey, you guys, Muzzle thinks that whoever it is inside of Liana is not there for much longer. It is getting weaker and weaker. So I think we just need to keep her safe for the meantime. But now is not time for greed. It is probably not good thing to take what seems to be like ceremonial dagger away from ceremony. That might be dangerous. But hey, maybe you should ask the ghost over there who's been here for years and years and years.
I walk off to that ghost.
Then I'll just kneel down and just reassure Liana however best I can that you're fighting this and you'll compete it, etc.
Okay. You can make another wisdom saving throw. With Lost's help, you would normally get advantage, but this is slightly different. So, Lost, I want you to also make a wisdom saving throw, and then we'll combine the results. Wow. It's a draw. You're both shit.
Well, I was gonna say that should have a +3 because that's a roll, not a saving throw. My saving throws are still bodged.
I don't think it matters at this point.
Really doesn't. Okay, Liana. Sorry, Nigena, continue.
I'm going up to this ghost and I'm going to show him the knife and ask him what is this.
This strange skeleton, it just continues to stare right at you, not doing anything. Its head with its sort of red eyes, it just follows you as you move around the room, as you come towards it, as you wave the knife around. It just stares right at you blankly. It's not doing anything.
Damn, you are so much use, Jane. I just walk back out.
Okay.
Hearing Lost, trying to help her. Mosey's going to join in as well. He's gonna keep slapping her, saying, "Get out of it. Move away from it. Let it out of you, you stupid inner person."
Okay, you can all make the wisdom saving throw, and we'll combine the results.
Is that between the three of us? It's so bad.
Yeah, 3, 3, and 3. Let's have a look.
Oh crap! Hold on.
Sorry, we'll use your first roll, which was a 9. So far, you're at 21. Push to 18. Okay. Okay. So as you all of you crowded around Liana and trying to help her, Liana, you feel as though there is a bag over your head, this see-through bag that you can see through, you can't speak through it, you can't hear what's going on, and then it just lifts and comes back, and everything ebbs away. You feel extremely weak, and you take 1 point of exhaustion. But you do have control of your body again. You remember everything that just happened.
Why do I mark exhaustion?
That is a good question. I remember looking at this, and I'm pretty sure.
They're in I've got an other resource box that I could put in for now.
Yeah, there isn't anywhere to put it.
No.
So just put it in your exhaustion. There is how many levels of exhaustion? Never actually killed anyone with exhaustion. Maybe you'll be my first.
Remove a resource.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep track of it now. Currently you have disadvantage on ability checks.
I don't think I needed disadvantage on him.
Well, you've got
I
it.
think I'm doing a pretty good job of that myself.
Oh man, that just splashed and went straight in my nose.
She's just gonna take
it's
a
a bit
deep
like toilet
breath.
splash bag, isn't it?
That's the worst.
You're using your toilet wrong.
Should be drinking from the sink.
Or a glass. What'd you say, Liana?
She's just gonna take sort of a deep breath when it feels like it's been lifted,
Go on.
and just sort of look around.
Although Mosey is literally still on you and slapping you.
I think you can stop that now.
Oh, thank God. Mozu was gonna urinate on you.
Have you seen this dog of yours? Get out the way.
And Mozu lets off.
No, go away.
I'll bust out and Tina. Are you sure you're all there?
Just sort of, she's going to try and glance at herself from the position she's in. Well, it looks like it.
Make a religion check, and we'll see if we could recognise any of the feelings that you felt. Oh, that is to say, recognise where they.
Is that with
would be.
disadvantage?
Yeah. The feelings that you were feeling were grief, despair, and anger. So this could account for any number of gods, really, in terms of who would pray to them and why. It could account for any number of gods. That's it.
Well, I'm sorry for asking you to look at the dagger. I feel like that was my fault.
Well, we didn't know it was going to happen.
It turned out it was magical, though. That's one question answered.
Yeah, it was definitely some
Can we
kind
hear
of
me?
magic.
Yeah, we can hear you. Have you been? Did we lose you for a bit?
Yeah. Yes.
It's only a
Well, you're back now. We
Fleeting
can hear you now.
Cool. Right. So I will place the dagger on to the
Well,
this little place here.
we've solved the problem now, so... although I wouldn't recommend keeping it. If dark spirits are attached to it, it's not something you want to carry around with you.
Dark spirits do not frighten me.
Then you are a fool.
but maybe keep it wrapped up and don't finger it.
I am going to keep it on this table right here.
Okay, good idea. Good idea. Hey, Judd. You there, Sir Judd?
You can see a sort of a face in the wall just here, and as you talk to him, he wrong button. He appears sort of half and half through the wall. Yes, I'm here.
This dagger, was it the dagger that killed you?
No, I wasn't killed by a mortal weapon.
Okay. No. Aubrey,
Oh,
go in bed. Good night.
Okay.
Love you. Aubrey,
interesting.
love. Love you. Night, beautiful.
Love you too, Dave.
Oh, I got confused. I forgot that Judd was the ghost. I was talking to the guy that's with us. I forget names.
Lucian.
Oh, sorry, Lucian. You don't look anything like a ghost, my friend. So,
I do not look very dead. That is good.
yes, very good. Very good. So anyway, guys, there's like a skeleton in that room.
Well, it hasn't seemed to be bothered by us. I wouldn't object to just taking a short breather and recoup from what we just encountered. And then we can deal with the skeleton. It can wait a little longer.
Maybe good idea. Mozu feeling a bit weak from being looked at by the ghoulie.
You
I'm
are
feeling
looking a little
tired.
green.
Okay, so you're going to take a short rest here?
Mhm.
Okay. That's a good idea. And as we do, we'll take a quick break as well. Because I need a wee.
All right.
So
I'm gonna go for a wee as well.
yeah, we'll
Gonna
just
roast
take
a guy.
5 minutes. So don't go away, guys. Thanks for joining us so far. And we will be back in 5 minutes.
Maybe 10.
Maybe 10.
Well, yeah, because we both need the toilet.
And I need a cig. Sort of like, yeah.
Turn these off. No.
BRB, guys.
There we go. Hello. We're back.
Hello, hello, hello.
Feel better.
Hello, hello.
We
Thank you
shall
for
have to
waiting, and
break
thank you
into
again for
CPS.
joining us.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, guys, you have managed to bring Leanne around and take your little rest. Those of you that are running rolling hit dice, do you want to go ahead and give them a roll? Lucian's gonna roll a hit die.
Okay, do I have the worst luck, or is that not working?
No.
That's wrong. That's not working.
Yeah, that's not working.
Because it says 1d4.
It'll be wrong on your character sheet. Let me have a look at it. They did a change recently, and our characters were already set up when they did this change, so I'll explain it. Classy, a paladin, that's a D10 in it. There you go. Just gonna roll one for Lucian. You're also is wrong, Sarah. Yours is a D4 plus 2. That's wrong. Aubrey's called him what?
What's mine?
Yours should be a D6. And seeing as I'm going through them, I'll just double check and make sure that
Shall I
Nigena's.
re-roll mine then?
Yeah, re-roll it. So you should have the almighty D12.
That's put me well over after all that.
I might use one more.
Where are you, Rosie? What are you on now, Mizzou?
37 out of 48.
37. It's not so bad.
And I've got healing hand.
Don't worry about it for now.
I have indeed, yes. I have. Would you like me to cast it on you?
No, save it until it is really, truly needed.
Okay, that is fine.
But thank you.
No problem, no problem.
So once you rest, which is only sort of 20 minutes, sitting down and maybe getting some rations out, having a drink of water or whatever else you've got with you.
No, you carry on.
Your mic's really far away, so you're probably really quiet.
I'm going to use my arcane recovery.
Okay. I think that just happens when you do a
Short rest, yeah. Spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half your wizard level rounded up. Free.
So you can take 3 level 1s or a level 2 and a level 1.
Take a level 2 and a level 1, and it puts me back to full. There you go, I'm done. Sorry.
Is that the one ready to push on?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. I had the thought about the zombie or skeleton. if we just walk around it, apart from the the spellcasters, and then we all just hit it really hard at once before it has time to do anything.
Maybe it'll just let us pass without, like, hitting it at all.
Maybe it doesn't want to be here, and we're doing it a favor by killing it. Would you want to be here as a skeleton like that?
No.
So it is
Mozu wouldn't like to be here as Mozu like that.
What?
Even as a Mozu, not a skeleton.
Oh, okay. I think I understand. Well, if you want to try and walk past it, that's fine.
Hey, what's the worst that can happen here?
It might try and attack you.
Okay, I'll try anyway. Are you coming with me?
Yeah, right behind you.
Nothing to see here.
I can't go through the door. Thank you.
Does he do anything?
As you walk around him, he doesn't do anything. He just watches you.
I think I'll call him Lady Bones.
Should we try and disarm it, just in case it does try and come after us?
I guess we could just take the sword away from it.
I'm just thinking if opening the door would disturb it, at least then it hasn't got its sword. But I also think it's going to attack us when we take its sword away.
It's like a catch-44 situation.
I don't understand. What are we catching? How many?
It's like when you try and catch 44 things, but you only have 2 hands.
Ah, I see. Yes. I'm worried he's going to try and cut off one of my hands. So, be ready with your stuff.
Okay. I did pick my stuff up, by the way. Yeah, I'm just going to try and open the door, see what happens.
Okay,
The doodles come to
One
help
moment.
DM.
Yep. Okay. Yep. And that's a 21.
That'll hit.
So that's 7 points of slashing damage. And can everyone roll initiative, please? Got some different music this time. How many initiatives have we got? So far I've got 3.
I've changed dice colour because these ones keep rolling bad.
Oh, so you've got new ones.
New set of dice.
I will roll for Nigena because it sounds like she's currently parenting.
No, no, I'm just 1 minute. You can roll once and then
Okay, so top of the round is Mozu.
Okay. Being struck by this thing. He's going to aim for the bony arm, which is holding the sword, to try and disarm it with his quarterstaff, as a with a normal strike, basically.
Uh, 16 hits. And 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Just going to double check here. I think this one's got some... Wrong button. I think this one's got some resistances as well. It has indeed.
well, it
So-
sucks to be a monk.
Doesn't it? So yeah, the attack hits the bone, and again you sort of you get this hard resistance that knocks back rather than the usual impact that you would be expecting.
Okay, gonna try again.
13 does not hit as you swing the quarterstaff round again. The skeleton, now fully mobile, apparently moves back and avoids the attack as it swings past.
He's gonna then try like a leg sweep. Just a standard unarmed attack though. It's just for.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. And the same again, as you hit this creature, it's old and brittle bones. You'd expect them just to break, but as you hit against its rib cage, they don't, and you sort of feel it in your fists that this creature is unnaturally strong.
Okay.
Nigena, it's your turn. Dan's just joined us. Hi, Dan.
You there, Dave?
You done?
Yeah, I'm now, yeah.
Come on,
Sure,
Dave.
go, mate.
It's your turn. What do you want to do, Dave?
I'm going to walk forward.
Always good start.
Yes, it is. Is this still preoccupied of looking at Mozu and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool, I'm going to try and flank.
You need to go forward one more if you want to flank. Just up to
Would
there.
it be about there or?
Yeah, you get
Oh,
flank
there.
in there between you and Lost. Either of them will do.
Okay, so cool. Right, and I will. I will swing my greatsword.
Good choice. That's a
Oh,
9.
well.
It doesn't hit. So as you swing your greatsword, just as the
Oh, that
creature
one
is...
with advantage. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, just do another one.
What with advantage?
No, just do another normal one, and it's the same as advantage, really.
Right. There you go.
A 14 that hits. Yep, that meets the armor class. So roll for damage. 11 points of slashing. Was slashing on that list? Yep. So yeah, as you swing against the back of this creature and you hit it, it's not having the same impact that you used to. Same as Mozu, this creature's unnaturally strong. You've got another attack.
Right. Yes, I will try and swing it again.
17 hits. Although you still have advantage, so roll one more just to see if you got a crit.
Oh, 15.
Yep, so it's just that 5 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
Okay, anything else from you?
No, I'm going to keep where I am.
It's now the skeleton's turn, which is going to continue to attack Mozu. And it's going to swing its longsword once again. It's a natural one, so as it swings its longsword, Mozu, you can use your reaction to attempt to parry the attack if you wish.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so swing your quarterstaff and we'll see what you get. Yeah, so you managed to parry the attack, knocking the creature off guard. The next attack that you have against it will be with advantage.
Awesome. Thank you.
It's now going to come back at you, raising its hand out, and it's going to do a life drain attack. So it's going to attempt to pull the life drain out of you. So make a Constitution saving attack for me, please. Constitution saving throw, even.
Oof.
So that's a fail, so your maximum hit points is reduced by 3.
Permanently?
No, just until you finish a long rest. But Mozu didn't know that.
Cool. Yeah.
Liana, it's your turn.
Right. She's going to. Your camera's just gone.
Where's that going? What's that doing?
She's going to try and cast Frostbite at it. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
against my DC 15.
That is a 20.
Yeah, it passes, so it doesn't take any damage or anything.
Jonas, yes, I am house ruling. I round everything up. I can't remember why. Was there anything else from you?
No, I don't think I've got anything. I can use the bonus that I want to use.
Okay. Lost, it's your turn.
That's it.
Yep, just 2 regular sword attacks.
Nice. Critical. Oh. Ooh, that's not bad. Is that 15?
And the second one, not as good.
No, not as good. First attack, you swing, and it actually knocks the creature further back than you expected. So when you bring your second attack in, it's just out of reach, and the attack just harmlessly swipes by.
Nothing else from me.
Okay. Mozu, back to you. Top of the round.
He's like, what the hell? I'm just going to keep trying to smack this thing upside the head.
Okay.
You've
Nice.
got advantage, haven't you, as well?
Yeah, you've got advantage on this attack, remember. $23 does it.
And it's flanked.
Yeah, it's flanked, I know where I come to think of it. Yeah, 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
And then I'll go in for a second attack.
Cool. Cool, do it. Ooh! As you swing the attack in and aim to hit the creature, completely miss, knocking.
That one I've advantage.
He has advantage.
Ooh,
Yeah,
you
I'd still
do.
have advantage, on that, wouldn't I?
You do indeed. Flanked. How much better is that?
Much better.
Feels better, yeah.
Roll for damage.
It's a practice roll and an actual roll.
Practice rolling an actual roll.
Yeah.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. 2 quick hits for the creature. Anything else from you?
Yeah, so where he was hitting it, did he make any marks? Does he chip away at any bone?
Doesn't appear so, no. Seems to be
Okay.
quite a sturdy creature.
Okay, he's just going to attempt to knock a bone out of with an unarmed attack.
That's a 10. So as you attempt to go in for the attack, the creature sees it coming and avoids the attack, drafting to the left.
Okay.
Chat, rolls.
He is going to use one of his key points to use patient defense. So he's got dodge action for next turn,
Alright, cool.
or when he's hit.
Jenna, it's your turn.
So I am still with advantage.
You are still with advantage, yeah.
Yes. I will swing with my great axe.
Great axe, yep, go for it.
15.
15 hits. Roll for damage. Oh, that's nice.
14.
Yep, 14 points of slashing damage. And your next attack?
25.
Yeah, 25 definitely hits.
And 8 of damage.
Okay, so 2 rapid attacks with the great axe, and this is on the creature's back, and you're sort of hitting bone. And again, you would expect the creature to be taken down by this, but it hasn't. Anything else from you, Nigena?
No, I'm flanking him at the back here. Hopefully, hoping I don't take him long.
All right. It is the Skelly Bob's turn, and he is going to fire 2 longsword attacks at Mozu. And the first one misses. These should be with disadvantage, so the first one misses. And Mozu, you can use your reaction again to impose disadvantage on the creature if you want.
Of course.
Go for it. Roll your attack. Oh, nice. So as it sweeps in to do the attack on you, you see it coming, and with your quick reflexes, hit out with the quarterstaff, knocking the longsword out of the creature's hand, forcing it to have no option but to make an unarmed attack against you.
Okay, cool.
With disadvantage.
Poof.
This is 17. It's considered proficient as well, so that hits.
It's gonna hit.
So this does 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'll take that.
Liana, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm going to cast magic missile at it at 2nd level.
Okay. 3, 5, 10, 15 points of, I believe, force damage as the bolts make a straight beeline straight for him, knocking the creature as it's fumbling around trying to find its weapon. Those seem to have done a lot of damage. They've bent its clothes, knocked away pieces of bone. It's looking really, really vulnerable now.
That's 10.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, Lost, it's your turn.
Yep. More sword swipes.
Oh, natural 1. Oh no, dude. As you swing your longsword and attempt to get this one, you trip on the bones near your feet and stumble. Takes you a moment to steady yourself and you lose your second attack.
Sad face.
Sad face indeed.
And that's it from me then. Is it going to be an action to pick it up?
No, you didn't drop your weapon, you just lost your second
Okay.
attack.
Alright.
Mozu, your turn.
All right, he's just going to continue smacking this guy as hard as he possibly.
Excellent choice, sir.
Yes, it's exactly what the server. I don't even know what I'm going on about. Yes. I'm just going to hit things, or not.
You have advantage, so you can. It's loud. That is so loud. I need to fix how loud that is. 14 hits. Yeah, that's the thing that's loud. I don't even know what it is.
It's followers.
Is it followers? Woo! Thank
It
you,
is,
guys. I think people are just doing it now because they know it's loud.
Fair enough.
See if I can fix it.
Then I'm going for a second attack.
What is it actually called on here? It's not that. It's not that. I don't know what it is, so I'm just going to leave it. Second attack, 14 hits. 7 points of bludgeoning damage is enough. So as you hit this creature, and this attack doesn't feel any different to the others that you've managed to land on it. You still feel that resistance, but the second the attack lands, the bones just fall apart and crumble into the floor.
He sort of then just kicks him into the corner. As if to say, pfft.
You having problems, Dave?
No. I don't believe so. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just keep getting
Oh,
loud clicks and pops.
oh sorry, I'll keep muting. Just
Ah.
so you got Aubrey shouting.
Oh, no, then it's
Randomly.
fine. It's fine. I would rather hear
That's all.
clicks and
It's just me
pops.
muting my mic because I'm going. That's all.
So, hey, Lost.
Yeah,
Maybe your idea in first place was good.
yeah. I think we should maybe take that approach if we come across any more.
You learn as you go on, eh?
Well, it's definitely confirmed the theory.
So we try out the room.
I think so. If everyone's ready, are you feeling up to it?
Maybe
Well-
we could two go in that room and two go in this room.
Not a good idea to split up. Also not.
Never
there are
split the party.
2 doors in this room, I didn't realise.
There are.
Oh, let me take a look at your muzzle.
There's actually
And,
3 doors in the room.
Again, eyes go black. Weird black mist around my hand. I'll touch Mozu and give him 10 hit points.
Ah, thank you.
It's
It's quite alright.
serious fisting.
He sort of stretches and shrugs and sort of clicks his neck a little bit as he starts to feel a little bit more in for the fun.
If you prefer, I could go first.
Maybe for this room, and then Mozo go first next room after that.
Sure.
They get intense.
Yep. Actually, I'll use a divine sense. That would be wise.
Yeah, sure, go for it. So
Uh,
are you looking for
Undead.
detect good and evil?
Hmm?
Is that what it's called? No, divine sense. It's different. In
Divine
yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Sorry, miles away then.
That's
Yeah.
alright.
I could hear the dog moving around near my feet, and I couldn't find her, and it sounds like she's eating something, so I was distracted.
No, it was the little dog plodding about.
Anyway,
Very good
yes,
girls.
there. You can sense that behind this wall, this door, there is a undead creature.
Well, there's another one on the other side of this door, so I think we should check this one first. I open the door.
Okay, this door, it's not locked, but it is difficult to open. Eventually, it does open, and you can see there is another one of these skeletons standing in the middle of the room.
No reaction.
No immediate reaction, no.
Okay, it's another skeleton. I think it's fine. We just all gather around it, disarm it, and then beat the hell out of it.
Maybe we need to stop telling it our plan before we do it.
That would be wise.
I don't know if skeletons can hear or anything, but
Well,
clearly they know what's going on.
the last one didn't seem to mind.
Looks like Patrick's got to go now. Thanks, Patrick. Bye.
Thanks for
Good night,
joining
my
us.
friend.
Bye, Patrick.
Bye.
Okay, love you, bye.
So your plan is to everybody stab it at once
After we attempt to disarm it.
after you attempt to disarm it. How are you going to disarm it? What's your plan?
Who's feeling up to it?
No, I'm staying back.
I also think we
Uh,
should just hit it all at the same time.
I will try.
Okay, we can let the lady try.
I stand ready to hit it.
I've
Same.
got magic.
How would you
I
like
acted
me
my
to do
cloak
this?
magic missile ready.
What level?
Second.
Would you like me to try and chop his hand off, or what?
Has he got like a tight grip around the sword?
Lucian's going to join in. He readies his longbow. No, the grip seems to be quite relaxed. It doesn't seem at all bothered by the fact that you're all here.
Might have just tried taking the sword out of its hand.
Okay. I will try. Would you like me to use strength for?
Well, as you reach in to take the sword, its grip tightens, and it starts to raise its sword, which is the trigger point for each of you to do your attack. So let's do these
Cool.
one at a time, so we don't get all confused with the rolls. So we'll just go. I like your spirit, Dave, but we're not rolling initiative just yet. So Lost, do you want to
Yeah, I'll-
roll your attack?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
A 15 hit.
I think my damage is being weird again.
It is. It's doing it again, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, just roll 1d8 plus your strength, which I believe is 4.
And then +2 for. Oh, is
Yeah.
it 4?
Well, it's just whatever your strength is. What's your strength?
Yeah. Its strength is 4, and then +2 for fighting style.
I'm not playing right now. Go on.
Why 6? Oh shit, that's meant to be a 2. No, it didn't. Meant to be a 6. I confused myself in my own maths.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the first attack is complete. Mozu, you can do your attack.
Okay.
18. Good. And that's 4, which
Real damage.
thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Lucian is next. He's going to shoot his longbow at it, which hits. And does 5, which is halved. Liana. What you got? 13. Okay. So, Dave, you was reaching for the sword, so you don't get an attack at this point. So as the skeleton starts to bring its sword up, it's immediately just all of these attacks coming in. The long sword coming from Lost. Mozu with the quarterstaff. Lucian fires a bow, an arrow, and then Liana chucks out a second level magic missile. And now can everyone roll initiative, please? Why is that not working? There we go.
Go home, roll 20. You're drunk.
It is, isn't it? It's probably under a lot of stress. There'll be a lot of games going on.
Yeah, most likely.
Okay, top of the round is Mozu.
Okay. Standard stuff.
Gonna bump him on the noggin.
Or not.
That misses.
Oh, wait, is he flanked?
Flanked.
Yeah, he's flanked. Yeah, you get advantage.
Well, that'll be the first one with advantage, and that doesn't do anything, so we'll just go on to the second.
Now down, mate. Now down.
Oh my god.
You're having all the fun today. Mozo gets a bit excited with himself and just starts twirling it round like Cloud after he's won a battle.
He's, he's gonna try an unarmed.
Okay. Six. Not bad. Not
And then,
bad.
and then he's gonna get angry himself, so he's gonna use a key point to use flurry.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
2 more unarmed attacks.
That hits, yep. And that one hits as well, so they both hit. Okay, so with this flurry of blows, and there's just limbs flying everywhere, there's a big cloud of dust, and then by the time it parts, there's just a pile of bones on the floor. Successfully defeated. Congratulations, guys. I think that's the first time you've made a plan, stuck to it, and actually won.
I do like the fact that he was doing a twiddly dilly do with his weapon, and then he just pummels him with his fists instead.
Yeah. It's, pretty cool.
That is the most thought out we've ever been in our D&D career.
Yeah.
It really
that's
is,
kind
yeah.
of-
That's the most successful you guys have ever done with a plan, and all of it was just to kill one creature that wasn't defending itself.
See? It might have took us 3 campaigns, but we learned.
4.
Okay. Let's go fuck it up somehow.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's all go in different directions now. Normally what happens.
Nope.
Which door do we like the look of? Well, for starters, I think that we should probably proceed in eliminating our enemies like that from now on. I
Are
know
these- Are these braziers in these rooms, by the way?
They are, yes.
Am I right to light them?
You can certainly try.
Apparently, he's still holding his torch, so
Yeah, after
I keep forgetting them to
A
put
while
them.
ago.
Yeah, in the end of the day, I'm just going to put them down and pick them up again.
so you're lighting it with the torch, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no problem. That lights the brazier. Why is that not working? That should have been set up. I'm not going to mess with that right now. There we go.
I'll do it in the other room as well, just for the sake of getting light. Cool. And then Mozo could see.
And it's always handy when he can.
Mm.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Well, which door shall we go in?
The first room has a door against the same wall as this one. Maybe they'll enter into the same room? I'm right in thinking that, aren't I?
You're right in thinking that.
There's a door here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a door there and there's a door there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go on the assumption they lead into the same room. And
Okay.
hopefully kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Can I try and do danger sense?
Yeah, so danger sense is a reaction. So if there's a trap that goes off, that's when your danger sense would come in. So in this tiny room, there is 2 bodies wrapped in bandages and yeah, they've been there a long time. There's quite
Like
a lot of dust on
mummies.
this floor. They're not quite like mummies. They just look like they've been wrapped up in a bandage, rather than, for example, mummies would have their arms and the legs wrapped individually. These have just been wrapped up.
Leanna's not going anywhere near any of them.
That's not what happens. I'm just.
I think these might just be the inhabitants. We could investigate or just leave them in peace and move on. I'm happy to just do the latter. Close the door, leave them rest. Should we try this one or go upwards?
Maybe go for the one that's nearest you.
Yeah. Very well.
Everything's seemed to make sense, yeah?
Huh?
Sorry, I was literally reading something else at the same time. And I said the thing that was in front of me, and then just carried on with what Mosey was saying.
Are you opening the door near you, Lost?
Yep.
Thanks for the follow, Joshua Hernandez.
Don't forget to follow us on YouTube as well, where you can see all of our tutorials on how to build awesome maps like this on Roll20.
I think these people are following us on YouTube.
Awesome!
Yes.
Then don't forget to follow us on Facebook as well. For
We also just appreciate the first follow. Thank you.
I mean, all of them we've had tonight.
Indeed.
We're not picking specific follows.
no, yeah, I mean it's all good. It really is. It's great.
Next time you do your doorways, can you do them so they're level on the squares? Because I can't use my arrows to get through them.
No, this area is supposed to feel small and cramped.
I know, but I have to keep using my mouse.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
After you just taught me to use the arrow keys.
I know.
And the front on which door?
Sorry.
So no skeleton in here, no?
Or even backtrack and try some of the other doors?
Yes, maybe you could use this one.
Mosey's going to light this torch, light this brazier as well.
Okay.
Shall we go through this one?
It's your choice, dude. If you want to go ahead.
Thanks for the follow, Scott Bresniak.
Yes, we'll go through that one.
Okay. So this room that you enter into, Nigena, like the room that you're in now, appears to be completely empty.
There is nothing here, guys.
Are there any other doors?
Not what I can see. Can I, like, have a scout around, see if there's a unusual around this room? Can I do, like, an investigation?
You can indeed. So it's dark in here. You'll be relying on sight to see if there's anything. So this will be a perception check with disadvantage. Even with your dark vision, it's completely dark. There's no source of light. So perception
Oh,
with
okay.
disadvantage.
Oh, it's not gonna look good. It's gonna be a -1 to us. Maybe less. Maybe. Present completion. There it is.
9. No, it doesn't appear to be anything in here. The room, it just looks empty. The floors are bare. There's nothing down there. The walls are the same design. This loose stone pattern that you've seen in all the other rooms. There's really nothing of great interest in here.
Fair, I'll just walk out and close the door behind me.
All right.
Nothing to see in here, guys. Nothing to see.
Well, I'm going to assume these are all mummies on this side, or at least bodies wrapped in cloth. So probably best not to disturb them. And unless there's any objections, I go through this door.
Is Lucian coming with us?
Seems fine to me.
So
Well,
open
let's
the door.
do this.
Okay. Sorry, I was just reading something. Yeah, you open this door and you see a room. Surprising, isn't it? And this room is slightly larger than the one you came from. And in the corner, you can see there is another one of these strange husk of a creature huddled in the corner. It's just stood still looking out. Unlike the previous one, though, this one is not making any attempt to move towards you. And its gaze is fixed on a point here, which I don't know if you can see yet. Lost can see. There is a book on a pedestal down here.
Well, you say it's one of those things that we encountered earlier. So there's another one of those creatures in rags. I don't know if our skeleton idea will work on him. He also seems quite interested in the book over there. How do you think we best proceed?
Well, maybe we can still take it from. We can still take it by surprise if it is looking at the book. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe take the book and see what's happening.
If you're willing to touch the book, I mean, we saw what happened when Liana touched the dagger. It's
We
probably
shouldn't go
And-
touching things, really.
And I'm not as strong as you. It could have been a lot worse.
I'll approach. Any difference?
Its face is following you. Unlike the other creature, this one doesn't have eyes. Just holes where eyes should be.
Charming.
Although its mouth doesn't move, a voice emanates deep from within inside. It's those that wander the halls of Satan may learn secrets they cannot unlearn.
Is it the same voice that we heard when we first entered?
No. This voice appears to be, it sounds more natural, if that makes sense.
A little bit. Did anyone else hear that?
Did we hear?
Yes.
People inside the room and close by. It's speaking these words, so it's not. They're not being shouted; they're being spoken. So yeah, maybe 5-10 feet range. You can hear it clearly.
Not from the doorway.
No.
Why is it your follow? I've already forgotten what her name was.
Satan.
Sitar. Why do you follow Sitar?
Plants die, animals die, empires tumble, even mountains cannot hide from death.
Right, you are. I think I already tried rolling to see what I knew about Sitar. But I don't know what like Mistress's stance on her is, do I?
Liana knew all about Satan and shared it with you, though.
Yeah, but I don't know how my god views it. That's my thing.
Oh, I'm not just being quiet for no reason. Lost doesn't know. He lost his memory. Remember?
Yeah, hence the name. um, well, probably. As right you are, as death is a certainty, your path is false. There is only one true deliverer of death. I can send you to her.
Really need to get a tripod for the camera. It keeps falling.
Put some blue tack on top of your bottle.
I'm just gonna do nothing. It'd be right. Sorry, Connor. That totally ruined the mood. What was you saying? Can't remember, can you?
Something to do with blasphemy.
He
Okay.
did some really good role play.
I know, and I've already forgotten it.
I'm
That
so
there was
sorry.
only one true God.
That's it. There's only one. As much as the certainty of death is, there's only one true path to death or some shit like that, and I can deliver you to her.
It turns to you and says, "Take the blade, spare the life. Join us."
I'll take the blade, all right, and then I'll just thrust my own long sword through its chest with a little bit of divine sense.
Divine sense.
Hang on, no, divine strike. That one.
Divine strike.
Divine smite, even.
Smitey.
You get there eventually.
I thought that's
Oh,
what you
the-
meant.
It's been a long day. Right, and before you tell me the outcome, I'm just prepared to use guided strike. Uh, which I'm not gonna do. Sod it. I'm gonna gamble at 16.
That hits.
Oh, jolly good.
Nice. Nice. Can't count apparently. So as you thrust your blade into the creature, and the divine energy radiates from out of it. The other one, if you remember, it did nothing. It didn't react in any way. This one, it takes this horrible breath in, like, and as it does, its eyes light up and it stares directly into you. So I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Am I allowed to read this?
No, that was supposed to be the GM, but feel free to read it and feel the danger of what you've just done.
I would like to cash in my inspiration, please.
I thought you might. Bum bum bum. Oi.
Alright, now I can read it and see what I got myself into.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls against the Bodak until the start of its next turn. If the creature looks at, if you look at the Bodak in the meantime, you must immediately make a saving throw again. Oh, wait a minute, is that? No, that's because you're averting your eyes. Ignore that one. Otherwise, so you're immune to fire. Otherwise, creature takes. See, I don't like how this one's worded. I got stuck on this earlier when we did it. If it fails by 5 or more, it's immediately reduced to 0 hit points unless it is immune to the frightened condition. Otherwise, a creature takes 16 or 3d6 psychic damage on a failed save. Unless surprise. Yeah, so it's just it's a fair. If you succeed, then you take no damage. So you take no damage. Okay, roll initiative, please, everybody. Same again. Dave, don't forget to click on your character when you're doing this. Otherwise, it doesn't. I have to do yours manually.
Oh, I did. Mine's 18, sorry.
Yeah, I got it. We've got everybody in there. We've got everybody in there. He's still back in that room, so he's not part of this. Okay, so top of the round is Mozu.
Right, so I'm going to step to it.
Step to it, Mozu.
You can do it if you step into it.
You can do it if you bonk it with a thing. What you got?
Yeah. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that.
That's alright, we'll use your first roll. 13. It's a miss.
Okay, I'm going to try it again, but this time I'm going to try it with Stunning Strike.
Okay. Stunning strike that dude. Ooh, that was nearly a natural 20, but it's a 13, which fails.
Well, dang, I'm going to do an unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike.
Well, flippity-doo-dah.
You are not feeling strong. So this creature, as you're attacking it, it's like it's turning into smoke. Anything else from you, Mozu?
No.
Lost, it's your turn.
Yep. Nothing fancy this time. Just 2 regular sword slashes.
Slice! Oh, look at that.
Oh, what?
What? He's got hacks! He's got hacks! Go on, roll 'em. That is a fucking lot of dice.
I've had a lot of 20s today.
You got Divine Smite on.
Oh shit, I shouldn't be on.
That's alright, we'll just ignore your Divine Smites.
That's untipped.
So it's 2. This top one, which currently says 28, is actually 2. There's a lot of Divine Smiting.
Not quite sure what's going on. Oh yeah. You got that second one?
Hang on a minute, I'm still working this one out. What'd you get? 50, 70, 16, 17, 18, 19. Halved. Nice. Okay, yeah, second attack. I mean, it's still pretty good. 10, 11, 12. Okay, and again, these attacks are not having the impact that you would expect. Anything else from you, Lost?
Nope.
Okay, Mr. Bodak is going to turn on his aura. So once again, the room starts to feel very cold, and it stares right at you. Please make a Constitution saving throw, Lost.
Oh, right. I looked at your numbers. I'm like, they're bigger than they should be.
Yeah, that's a fail, mate. So that's 27.
Is that necrotic?
That is necrotic, so you may half it, rounding up. 14.
Thank you.
That is it. That's the end of its turn. Nigena, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm going to look this guy up and down. I'm going to take my mask off, and I'm going to use radiant consumption.
Radiant Consumption. That's a new one. I don't know what that does.
Yes, it starts at third level. You can use your action to unleash the divine energy within yourself, causing a searing light to radiate from you, pour out of your eyes and mouth, and threaten to draw you. Your transformation lasts for 1 minute or until you end with two eyes as a bonus action. During it,
So,
you shed bright light in a 10-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 10 foot. And at the end of each of your turns, you and each creature within 10 feet of you takes radiant damage equal to half your level, round up. In addition, once of your turn, you can deal extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage to it with an attack or a spell. The extra radiant damage equals your level once you use it. Treat. You can't use it again until you finish your long rest.
okay. So, that's fine. That's your action, though, so you can't attack in the same turn. So, anything else? You've got bonus actions to use?
No, that's like one of my actions I'm just going to do is let the radiant come out when I unveil myself under the mask.
Okay, no problem. So that would be Liana's go.
Okie dokie. I'm going to cast magic missile at it since everybody's surrounding it.
So not fireball them.
No, I'm not going to cast fireball on everyone. Bit smarter than that. I'm gonna go
The radiant will go on fire.
First level one.
First level, yep. So 3 arrows. You got 1, 4.
3.
Okay, that's enough to do it. So the arrows once again they go stick it into this creature, and burning through its skin. It tends to a sort of smoke, and the cloth of a robe that it's wearing falls down to the ground.
Now you'll find the real passage to death. Anyway, it seemed interested in that book.
Can we see what the book is without touching it?
Without touching it?
Yeah.
Um,
Can I lean over to see without touching it? Because last time I touched them, it didn't go very well.
Yeah, no problem. So. So the book is written in Abyssal. Do you speak Abyssal? Then you don't know what it says. You see strange writing.
Oh, however, I have got comprehend languages.
I believe comprehend languages require. No, I'm thinking of something else though.
No, it's a spell.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
first
thinking of
level
something
spell.
else. Do you need to touch it to do that? Because I know there's one of them, and
No.
okay. So just have a
Oh,
read
wait.
of it. Does it include reading?
You also understand any written language that you see, but you. Oh yeah, you must be touching the surface. I'm not sure that I want to touch it. Does anybody speak this strange language?
I'll take a look at it. No.
I've
not
got a
really.
spell to be able to read it, but I don't really want to touch it.
Lucian looks at it and says, I recognize this language. It is abyssal. There are people back at my village that can read it.
I'm just concerned about us touching it after what happened with the dagger.
What's your passive insight? I know Mozu's is 15.
Oh, Matt.
That's quite low, isn't it?
So it's 10 plus insight.
Yeah.
11.
11. Okay. So Lucian reaches out to touch the book. And as he does this, he.
Can I step back as he touches it?
Do you know what I've just realised? I need to change this macro so that we can do it, so that it's just to the DM or otherwise, because I need to do a secret roll right now. I don't think he's got any skills on it yet.
As he goes to touch it, I want to take a step back and shout lost back.
Okay, so he reaches out to touch it and he sort of taps it to test if it's going to do anything to him and it doesn't impact him, and then he quickly picks it up. Mozu, you can see through this charade. Lucian knew that it wasn't going to do any damage to him.
Lucian, what are you not telling us?
I'm not telling you many things. My childhood, for example.
Mozu know that you knew that this would not damage you. What are you not telling us? And he's gonna, I'm gonna roll a thingy.
Roll a what? Sorry, you cut out.
Roll a skibbity doo a
Intimidation.
That's the one.
Intimidate that beach. Go on then. It's alright. I knew there was a book here. That's it. That's all I know.
A book about what?
A book about this place, about this temple.
And what is Endgame? Why you want it?
I told you I
Be
look
honest.
for the secrets of the world. This is
For
the,
what end?
to learn what those secrets are, for no other end. And as I promised, I will gladly share these secrets.
Maybe it'd be best sharing these secrets now while we're stuck in here.
But I don't know what the secrets are. I have not read the book.
But I said I can read that, but I had to touch it. But I didn't want to touch it in case something happened.
Then by all means, touch it. He hands you the book.
She wants to read it.
Okay. How long does it take you to do the spell?
Pull it back. It's one action.
Just one action. Okay. How long does it last?
An hour.
An hour. An hour's not enough to read through this book. Are you going to read for the full hour?
It takes about 1 minute to read one page of text.
Yeah, so you can get through 60 pages. This has several hundred pages. From what you can read so far, this is the Opus Morbis, so which translates as the Book of Death. It is apparently the teachings of the god Satan. It tells the story of which you already knew the story, the origin story of Satan. And it also talks about Satan's enemy and the person who ended the Dark Times, which was the Harbinger. You don't get much more out of it. Whilst...
Hey,
Sorry, go on, Mazu.
Lucian, you will share with other lizardkin, yes?
He looks a little bit unhappy with that request. Says, I'm not sure if we should. They tend to be superstitious, you know? And after all, what interest would they have of a book?
Did you agree with them to share anything you found?
He's looking uncomfortable by these questions. No, I did not. I agreed with them that if I found any treasure, then I would certainly share with them. And he picks up the glaive that's on the floor. This looks to me like a treasure. Perhaps they would be interested in this.
Mozu can take with, yeah.
I think you
Yes,
should
good.
tell him of the god that was worshipped down here.
Maybe give them a good version of story.
I don't think there is a good version of this god. It is the reason we have so much hate in the world.
Just say there is this god, and he does things.
Well, we
The
could
end.
just tell him that there was this god and she got really sad and she did bad things, so just don't go in the temple. Just keep the rock over the entrance and you stay away.
Definitely a good idea. This place is not safe for anyone.
Lost, what are you doing at the minute?
I've gone for a prayer. Decided to. I'm gonna look deep into the fires and ask Mistress. I speak of other gods or hold the domain of death, but I thought that was yours and yours alone. There are times I'm not sure what you want me to do with this life. Are you indeed the god of death?
Make a religion check.
Nope.
For the briefest of moments, you see a vision, and then it's gone. The book that you've just seen, that you haven't heard them discussing, you see that in your vision, but you don't see anything else around it.
Okay. I think that's all the sign I need.
So is it worth looking in other rooms, or shall we just go now? Have you got what you needed to come here for?
Lucian embarrassingly looks back and says, yes, this is what we needed.
We found no sign of the lizard folk hunters though, Merzu.
No. This is we did promise my kin that was what part of what we were going to do here. I would feel that it is against my honor to not follow through with that.
A promise is a promise.
The woods are a dangerous place. Perhaps we should look elsewhere in the woods.
If we at least explore this place fully, it'll bring closure that they never came down here.
We should look. And Lucian, they told you wouldn't have the knowledge. You didn't do what they wanted.
Okay, so who will carry the book?
If you don't mind, I'd like to carry it so I could read a bit more when we rest.
You were overpowered so quickly by your comrades. Perhaps a stronger one should carry it.
If it feels of any comfort, I will take it. But I'm happy for you to check up on me and make sure I'm not being possessed by it.
He nods.
That was more to Liana than to him.
Well, he
But
nods
yeah.
anyway.
I'll take the book.
Maybe I could read more and tell you what's in there.
Yeah, but not here, I fear. I fear the book in this place, it has a connection. No, this is nothing to go off. I just think it better not that we read into it in this place.
She's going to turn towards Mozu and say, maybe when we finished here,
Lost falls on the floor. Keep talking about what you're talking about.
maybe when we're finished in here, your kin would let us rest for a bit first.
Oh yeah, they would be most happy to. Well, Muzzle, sure they might be. We haven't done anything to like cross them in any way, shape, or form.
Lost, check the
But,
handout section under law and lost memories.
Muzzle.
Say again, sorry.
Check the handout section under law, lost memories.
Thank you.
You've just regained a memory.
Oh, I legit fell on the floor.
Yep.
Have we noticed him fall on the floor?
Yeah.
Has anyone noticed him do this before?
Like, not in front of me, not in vision, but, Lost doesn't really talk about, like, his memories, like, or from what I've seen, you know. We don't know him very well, you know.
You don't think it's the book, do you?
Well, he hasn't stabbed us yet, so I'm assuming it's not book.
We don't really want
He
Lost
sort
to
of
stab us.
slyly winks to you when he says that.
No, I don't believe this is the work. I'm ready to press on. I am well.
This awesome artwork is from Sir Tiefling on DeviantArt. Check out his stuff, it's cool.
It is quite cool.
That is very, very cool. Mozu places a hand on Lost's back and says, maybe you strongest of us all.
Perhaps.
Are you sure you're
Just-
okay?
Yeah, I mean, in the short term, yeah. But thank you.
Okay, that's the 3-hour mark, and I reckon enough for one night. And that's a pretty good point to stop at as well. So
I think so.
we'll end it there. I hope you all had fun. Thanks everyone who watched, who joined in. That was fun to have so many people with us today.
Certainly hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you for all of the new followers on the YouTubes.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot
Yeah,
of
there was
followers.
a lot of dings going off tonight.
A lot of dings.
There was a lot of Facebook likes and follows as well tonight.
Was they?
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
So we certainly hope we're doing a good job and that you guys are enjoying it. If so, we're happy to make more.
Mozo, you picked up the glaive, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I'll stick this in your inventory for you.
Ooh.
I always forgot you spelled glaive. Is it IA or AI?
Is it like the glaive of seeing in the dark?
It's not.
Ah, damn.
It's not. But it is a magical glaive. I will read out the little bit of spiel that I wrote. This is the Unbroken Glaive. It's a magical weapon with +1 to attack and damage. It also cannot be damaged by any means other than a wish spell.
Ooh. Does that count? Does it mean it's a magical item? So it is a magical item.
It is a magical item. It does not require attunements,
Ooh.
though Mozu will have
I mean-
to spend a rest.
I mean, we don't
discovering-
have to give them back to the Lizard Kin. We could just give them that gold dagger.
Didn't you put the gold dagger back?
Yeah, now Jenna put it back.
Yeah, but it's on the way back, way out, isn't it?
Yeah.
You really want to pick it up again?
Yeah. But Mosley's not proficient with it, so we're fine.
Where's the... Oh, the credits. I'm just gonna nudge onto the screen the credits, which is these are the musical listings that we've been using today, which are all from Kevin MacLeod, and the links are on there if you want to get them yourselves. It gives all away his stuff for free, provided that it's attributed as such. So that's why I'm posting them now. But yeah, so I appreciate everybody sticking with us and watching this through. If you want to know what's been happening so far, then go onto our Facebook or our YouTube and have a look. All of the previous ones, the previous 4, are all uploaded on there for you to watch back. But yeah, I think that's it. So
Good night, everyone.
bye.
Good night, and thank you again.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.